Well, Steve, you can really feel the difference of the cool air out there for sure.
And the windows were rattling earlier today, too.
With
those
some
strong
wind. Yeah.
winds. They're starting to slack off a little bit. They will reduce the rest of the night, too. But we have some great weather coming up. Taking a look at the Casey Key webcam today, look at the palm trees there on the left. Look at them shake in the wind. Look at the pounding surf come in. Just get an idea of what it was like late in the afternoon to about sunset. And a beautiful sunset it was. And things will dry out for the next couple of days behind that front. Temperatures, because of those strong winds, are quite a bit cooler in some part of the state right now than they were 24 hours ago. For instance, 15 to 20 degrees cooler than normal up in northern Florida. Because the front has just cleared South Florida, temperatures are actually a little warmer than they were this time last night. Across our viewing area, not that big of a change, only 3, 4, 5 degrees cooler than they were at 11 o'clock last night. It's all because of a cold front that has passed the state. It was slow to go, and it produced a few showers in southern parts of our viewing area, but most of the rain was well down in South Florida. And it's attached to a hybrid low, part tropical merged with a middle latitude low, producing all kinds of rain through the Carolinas. It's just going to drench the Atlantic seaboard the next couple of days if you're unfortunate enough to be traveling up that way. And we have a widespread flash flood warning across a good deal of North Carolina. The darker green is flash flood watch for the rest of that state. Now that's the extreme wet. This is the extreme dry. Look at the expanse of this parcel of dry air that has blown over the Mississippi Valley, across the Gulf of Mexico, deep into the Caribbean and the Atlantic. All of Florida is blanketed at mid and upper levels of the atmosphere in this dry air. So it's not going to rain anytime soon. And it's also, with the lower humidity, is going to feel not as humid. When will it rain again? Well, the earliest is about a week away, and this is the culprit, but it's got to travel from one end of the country to the other, dumping heavy snow, paralyzing blizzards around Denver, perhaps over the weekend, next weekend, an outbreak of tornadoes right across Tornado Alley. And by the time the front gets here, it doesn't look all that impressive. Now, admittedly, this is a week away, this forecast model, but it doesn't look like it bears much moisture once it does get here. Now, let's back up and look at the next 24 to 48 hours on this high-resolution futurecast. And there goes that gully washer up the Atlantic coast, just dousing the highly populated northeastern states, the I-95 corridor. And while it moves away, high pressure will bounce across the state, and once it goes to the east of us, the winds will ease up and turn to a southeasterly direction. That means they'll moderate. The temperatures will be much more comfortable as we move through the week, although by Friday we could touch 90 degrees again. As a result of that increased sunshine, it is getting the time of year where we start to warm up. Well, with this wind behind the front, there are small craft are advised to exercise caution for the north winds at 10 knots overnight, seas 2 to 4 feet. Bay and inland waters tomorrow will have a light chop. Going to the beach, there is a danger of high rip current risk tomorrow. 77 the beach temperature, water temperature 76. Pay attention to those flags at the public beach. If they tell you not to go in, don't go in. UV index will be 11. Here's my forecast for tonight. A partly cloudy sky is prevailing all night long, and the winds easing up 10 to 20 miles an hour. The average low would be 63 this time of year. Partly sunny and mild tomorrow. Our high temperature 78, a little cooler than normal, and only a 5 to 10 mile an hour wind. So the winds will continue to ease off as we move through tomorrow as well. Here's a 7-day outlook, what we've been waiting for. Look, 2 dry, meaning humidity, low humidity days. 78 the high on Tuesday, 80 on Wednesday. Then we start to warm back up to reach around 90 for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And maybe next Tuesday, we could get our next chance of rain.